My name is Larry, and I've been a licensed contractor in my state for over 2 decades. The trusty tape measure. It's the most popular item in your toolbox today. It's been around for 100 years. There's a lot of tips and tricks about it that you should know. Okay, some tape measures, when you release them, they fall back in. Yes, you can deploy a locking mechanism, but if you're having only one hand available because you're holding another piece of wood to measure, it's inconvenient. I like these more modern types that they lock all by themselves. Look at that. You don't have to deploy any special lever or button. You can operate them one-handed. Also, while I'm on the subject, when you're selecting a tape measure, you want to make sure that piece of steel is solid and rigid and will hold up. It will last longer, saving you money. But another cool tip is you can measure long distances without an assistant with you. Check this out. 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot. I still have no assistant. I'm measuring all by myself. 6 foot, and the tape measure is still measuring. 6.5 feet, 7 feet. Okay, I gave out at 7 feet, but that's pretty good, and that's a lot better than some tape measures I've seen. Another tip with your tape measure is if you extend it too far, it may cause permanent damage to the inside mechanism, and it may never recoil or operate again. So what you want to look for, and most of them have it, is you keep pulling this out. We're going to go to the max distance, and I want to show you 23 feet, 24 feet. Look at that. As soon as we say 24 feet, it says caution, 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 caution. So you want to watch out for that. We're getting near the end of the tape measure. You don't want to cause damage. You don't want to keep extending it. All good tape measures will have some sort of caution or color change at the end. Here's another one. Once we get to the end of the tape measure, it's immediately displaying caution. You want to stop pulling at that point. I hope you're liking this video. Please stick around to the end so I can share with you my favorite tip. The next bit of good design and tape measure that you should know about is the serrated edge. What that's for is if you're measuring and you don't have anything to mark it with, you can actually use that edge as a scribe. Right there. It's made the mark. You don't need a pencil or pen. Every tape measure out there, if you look carefully on the end, there's a slot. What is that slot for? It's the perfect opening to fit a nail head or a screw head. It doesn't matter which. Say you need to measure something and you don't have a helper with you, you can literally just lock on that tape measure and just pull it away. The next thing you want to know on tape measures, these end pieces with the hook, they slide back and forth. No, you didn't break your tape measure. They're designed to work that way. Look carefully. Between the 1 and the 2-inch mark, that's 1 inch exactly. But between the 1-inch mark and the end of the tape, that's less than an inch. It's actually short by a 1/16 of an inch. A 1/16 of an inch is the thickness of the hook. What that allows you to do is have accurate measurements, whether you're taking an outside measurement or an inside measurement. Let me show you. So on an outside measurement, you want to hook it securely and pull the tape measure taut. They'll pull that end piece away a 1/16 of an inch and give you the perfect measurement every time. However, on an inside measurement, it's the exact opposite. Then you want to push it into your measurement, engaging that hook, and it closes that 16-inch gap, so you'll get the perfect measurement every time. One of my favorite hidden secrets with tape measures, and they all have this, when you turn them over and look at the back, the width of the tape measure is clearly marked. Look at that. It says, in American, 3 inches and 5/8. That is the exact width of the tape measure. And then look at this one, 3 inches exactly. So what that allows you to do is take accurate inside measurements without an assistant. Let me show you. So you want to take an inside measurement. Look at this. And when you hold it up, it's bending to such an extent, you're not going to get a good measurement there and you're not sure. But all you need to do is push the tape measure tight to the end, and we have 25 inches. And then you add that mark that the tape measure says, which is 3 inches. So this inside opening is exactly 28 inches wide. That inside corner measurement tip will get you out of a lot of sticky situations. It will help you out a lot. I hope these tips and tricks help you with tape measures. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any ones that I forgot. I bet you can do it yourself.